Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 667, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, Dallas. Yes, 3 days. We have been in 3 states. We were in Denver yesterday. We were in Kansas. Yes, we were in Kansas. Today we are in Dallas, and we're here for a few more days. And then shortly we head over to Brussels, to Belgium. Yeah. So this is going to be an amazing time at ETC. We have an amazing space tomorrow with Ken from Genius, and looking super forward to that. And we're going to be covering a whole bunch of stuff within AI, AI using blockchain tech, blockchain tech using games, and how that works and where that blend is on a builder side at a builder level. Not necessarily maybe games and the gameplay, but how do you integrate that at a base layer? So that's going to be really interesting. You want to get into some we're going to get into some technicals. I am going to act super dumb so I can pull out, I might twirl my hair. So what's an SDK? I don't know. Maybe we'll figure this one out. We're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna have fun with it because I really like Ken and I like the passion that he has. And you're gonna be learning about some of the really cool things that he has going on. And what's going on with Genius, and seeing a token go from $2 all the way up to $180. And I think it's down at $4 right now, $5. So it's up from here, right? So I want to thank everyone for joining us tomorrow. Please come join us. There might be some cool things that we talk about that might give you some alpha and some stuff, or we just might be nerds talking about technology. Either way, it's going to be a great time. I think. I love it when I get to talk to people. Other than that, what we really wanted to talk about, there was 2 big things that happened sort of today. Maybe we'll talk about the third thing. But one was AI Street Fighter 3, to be exact, where different teams use different command prompts for an AI to control a Street Fighter. Why someone just did not use the prompt, use all cheat codes, you will not lose. Everyone there were some people that got emotional in it. You are the greatest. You are sting like a butterfly and fly like a bee. I know I have that one backwards, but then there was others that were getting technical, and this is almost like repurposing exactly what was being said on that space by 2 amazing game hosts as well. So I think that there's a lot of cool things going on in that, but it was really cool to sort of see how AI was using the control functions based off of prompts. So that fighting style was designed really interestingly, and that looked like it was a ton of fun. So huge shout out to everyone. Huge shout out to 6079 for putting this together. Mikey thinking this, and for all the communities and teams that came together and put that together on one. That is a pretty huge, it was a pretty huge thing. And now geeks might be thinking, that's amazing, cool. And everyone else might be like, so we have AI playing Street Fighter. Yes, we have AI playing AI. So in a bout that one-on-one. So and removing the human element from it. So it's really cool. Just thinking of Deep Blue versus human. Kaspari, I think, if I remember right, no, Gary Kasparov versus Deep Blue. And the first time man played robot, and that was literally just machine learning, no open thought, it was following tree format just because they had made it memorize. They'd uploaded every single play, every possible play. So there's just some really cool things here because there was the freedom to do what it wanted to do. And, it could have gone in taken that, you are the best, you will not lose, and it could have gone and like hid in a corner and just put up a block, and like, but it was really awesome to see. So huge shout out to Muka, Plague, YGG, Hyperbolic. There was Pudgy Penguin Gaming. There was a ton of people involved in this, and it was really cool. So really, really excited for that, to see how that improves. But the big thing that we want to talk about is John Deaton. So first off, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Huge shout out to everyone on LinkedIn, Player One Taco YouTube, 0x Degens YouTube, Twitch, Telegram, Twitter video, Rumble, Kick, Rumble and Kick, and Unlonely on Chain, and on Solana via Soul Media Tech, and Rumble, Kick. I feel like I'm missing someone. Telegram, Discord, all of the above. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. This was a great space held by Mario Nafal. And for those that don't know, Mario Nafal was in Austin, got to meet with John Deaton personally. And it was during the time when Mario also did the interview for Robert F. Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy. And so, he got some flack for that, but this is really interesting. If you're giving if you're having the chance to get like the first time get an interview with like a presidential candidate, you're going to go hard balls to the wall, or you're going to be like, hey, let me just ask questions to get you used to me, and maybe I'll get you to interact with me more, and I play that middleman. That's what Mario does. Mario tries to play really in the center. Does he call out shit when he sees shit? Hell yeah, he does. Does he call out like the good stuff when he does see it? Yeah. But if there is any contention on something, whether there's some people saying it's a good thing and some people saying it's a bad thing, he tries to play in the center because, that's what he tries to do. He tries to play straight down the center. And there's nothing wrong with that, nothing bad. So, but he does get flack for it, which is really interesting. People are like, oh, why didn't you do this and make them say that? Well, if you're supposed to be objective and you're trying to play middle of the road and you just drill down on someone, then you're not being objective. You're agenda, going out with an agenda type of thing. I wanted to go, I had texted Mario to see if I could come up because I had an agenda. I wanted to sort of drill down on some questions. I had talked to John, and I am pro John. Do not get me wrong. I am pro John, but wanted to sort of get, other people to sort of understand some more of the stuff that, what might be facing him, because he's not doing this at a state level. He's going after a federal position. Yes, he is working to take out Elizabeth Warren. That should be an easy swing and a pitch, just like Elizabeth Warren and taking her anti-crypto army is just like, knock that one out of the park. But it is still going to be more than that. Do I think John's up for the task? Heck yeah, I do. But is he 100% ready for it? I don't know. There's a lot on technology right now. John's sort of focused. John grew up in the lowest of lows, and he's gone through some of the deepest, darkest stuff any individual can come through, and he's come out on top, like straight up like riding a dragon. Maybe we should make a meme like that. That would be pretty cool. But on the other side of that, I think that, when it comes to a lot of the technology talk, everyone just sort of focuses on what he's done for XRP. He didn't really do it for XRP. He didn't do it for Ripple. He did it for XRP holders. He made his money. He's fine. He doesn't care about the tech too much. He thinks it's cool, innovative, and he thinks it's going to change things, but he doesn't really care about the memes. And it's the idea, the culture of ownership, of owning something and it being fully yours and not someone else's, so there's a freedom side to that, and people are somewhat against him because, oh, he's a Republican, blah, 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 and he calls himself like a line in the road. Oh my gosh, like a middle Republican or something like that. I forget the correct term, You know, but and where most Republicans are, against abortion, he's pro-choice. That's just moderate conservative, something like that, moderate Republican. But it's one of those things where you're trying to like take from both sides. You lean more this way towards like, less government, more man, more choice. And, the parties have really split. The left is now really, really left, and the right has just, gone really weird, and it just all sucks. And what sucks the most is we're just stuck here in the center being grinded out between the two. So I think John is something that people aren't used to. And it's sort of interesting how quickly Elizabeth Warren didn't name off any other opponents, but how quickly she took to, her campaign, like trying to call out John on different things. I had John on my show right around Thanksgiving, after I got to finally meet him in person at Masari Mainnet. I met John strictly by accident. Saw a man in an amazingly sharp dressed blue suit, great shoes, and shoes make a man sometimes. Everyone wears these big old fancy black, blah, blah, designer shoes that, I'll be honest, some of them look really cool. Some of them are like Ronald McDonald called, he's missing his shoes again. But like, these were sharp shoes, not like blue suede shoes, but they were sharp. And I was like, sir, I don't know who you are, but you were dressed sharp today, sir. Tip of the hat. And then I was like looking at the name badge at the same time I was shaking the hand and looking him in the eyes. I was like, Degen, John Degen. And I was like, fanboy moment. Oh my gosh. Because some of the work that he did for the Ripple community, for the XRP holders, was quoted and used as based upon for Judge Torres's ruling. So he's got clout, especially in crypto Twitter, especially, anyone that's been in Massachusetts that feels that there should be a choice rather than this sanctuary city that's just been sort of going on in Massachusetts. So and when I say sanctuary, I mean that in all encompassing in everything. So like every bad idea, every bad thing, everything, if you take in everything, you're going to take in everything, good and bad, that Elizabeth Warren, used to, be good at fighting banks. Now for the man, now she's just fighting for the human for the banks. So like, too long, got tired, needed more money. I don't know. But we've sort of seen the downfall of this sort of happen really big in Elizabeth Warren's sort of anti-crypto army. Space Today sort of covered a lot of that different sides of things, of the back and forth between the Degen campaign and the Warren campaign, but a lot of people that stood up for John, everyone from like I said, like Ryan Selkis, Caitlin Long, Scott Wilkerson, Meta Lawman, the DeFi defense attorney, a lot of different amazing people. So it was really interesting to hear, really interesting to see, and really excited about what went on today. And so we're going to reshare that space. It's a long space, cover different political pieces. I ask that you listen to it. You have a chance. And so before we leave, we're gonna grab that space real quick. We got to find it. Not our profile. It's on Mario's profile. There we go. All right. So we're going to copy that link. And so if you want, here is that link to that space. And like I was saying, it was a really good space today. So please take a listen to it. And you might learn something new from it. And what you heard, like a bunch of different people from different sides of the aisle, sort of talk about, they're like, hey, like you are not my cup of tea. You're not what I vote for. But you talked a little bit of sensibility today. So thank you for that. And, And then just John is a great guy, and I really hope that he wins. And I would hope that if you're watching this, that you would hope that he wins. There was some stuff that I wanted to bring up on the space today. Didn't get a chance. A bunch of people rolled through, like Grant Cardone. Just amazing people. So really good to see, really good to push out. And I hope that you take the time to listen to that as well. And I want to thank you for listening tonight. We are going to bring it to a wrap tonight. Like I said, it was going to be a quick bite tonight, recap, going over the John Deaton space. And that is it for now. I want to thank everyone for joining us on episode 667, and join us tomorrow for episode 668 with Ken from Genius. This is going to be an amazing time. That is 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 o'clock noon, or is it 11 o'clock? I can't check right now, but I think it's 12 o'clock Central Time. That works out, I think, right? 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, that's it. So we will see you then. We will see you there. And we're going to have a great time talking. So see you all on the flip side. And I want to thank you, everyone, for joining us again. Like always, we end with two things: our words of wisdom and the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. And as always, our words of wisdom are always the same. Closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, I want to wish everyone a great night. We will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. And huge shout out and love to Liam. And with that, we end with the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. We've said it 667 times, so we might as well say it for 667 times. 666 times. We might as well say it 667 times. We will see you tomorrow, but knock, knock. Who's there?